Alright, round 2.
Will that take my Steam avatar?
No. There is actually some integration for Steam avatars that I won't go too much into at some point in this game, but...
2 bones. Okay.
Okay, so this is a parallel resource. Unlike blood, which is granted like in the moment of a sacrifice, bones are hoarded when a creature dies for any reason, whether you sacrificed it or it's killed. So... if you sacrifice that stoat to get the wolf out, you'll then have enough bones to also play the opossum.
Look, dude, stuff happens.
Does this count as folk horror?
Oh, I don't know. I don't actually know what the definition of folk horror is beyond just like something that's very aesthetic.
Oh, I can at least block this guy.
No need.
Oh wait, no, he's only got 1 health, right? Okay. Well,
yeah, if you played the bullfrog in a separate space, that would have just carried it over in the end. However, since you elected to defer a turn, you made sure that you did an excess point of damage, giving you an extra tooth.
A tooth?
Yes. So that's what's going on those scales that's tipping them.
Right, I saw that.
Yeah. So
So does that mean I have extra?
Basically, yes. Overkill damage is retained as a separate resource.
You can't use it to win.
It's not used. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It's like money.
Yeah.
I know where it is, but I'm curious what else is going on around here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hello. Figurine. Here's a Reginald Cuthbert looking mother. Oh, I can't pick the other ones. Okay. Huh.
That's the book. It's diegetic.
Oh.
Whenever you're opening the book, it's that book.
I see. Six bones. 4 bones.
I really like the card art in this
4
game.
bones.
I think it's actually kind of underrated just because of how strong everything else is.
The what?
The card art in this game, like the art for all of the different cards.
Yeah.
Incredibly strong.
I feel like Cockroach could be useful.
Yeah. I have to say Cockroach is one of my perennial favorites.
Let's try Everything Becomes Airborne. That could be interesting.
Could definitely come in handy, yeah.
Oh? I can't get up right now. Okay.
No, but the rulebook is to the left there.
Oh. Passcode. 273. Ah, the safe. Okay. What do we got out here? A coyote and a porcupine.
Right, so the porcupine has a sigil, which means that anything that attacks it takes a point of damage back.
So we want something that has the health that can survive it. How many bones
For
do I
example.
have? Ah! I did not mean to
Whoopsie
end
doodle.
my turn there. Wait, okay, hold up.
Alright.
Let's see here. Wolf, okay.
Now we got a backup squirrel as well. You got no bones because you haven't sacrificed any creatures yet.
Right. Well,
So, for example, you drew the other squirrel and then played the wolf. That would give you 2 bones. If you played the stoat and then by sacrificing the squirrel, then played the other squirrel, then played the wolf by sacrificing the stoat and the squirrel, you'd be up to 3 bones.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
So this is the kind of thing you can do. For example, is you could sacrifice one of those squirrels to play the stoat, which gives you a bone. Then you could sacrifice the stoat and the other squirrel to play the wolf, which it kills the stoat for no reason except to give you an extra bone. But
Right.
which if you could get up to 4 bones that way, it'd be worth it because you can play the cockroach. But as is, probably not.
Yeah. Let's just do both of these, and we'll get rid of this coyote.
Yep, sounds good. And you're on magic pixel here, but it's not going to matter because you're about to do a shitload of damage.
The stuff would be able to beat him.
No, so he's going to do a point of damage, and then receive a point of damage. Then the porcupine will do him a point of damage. Then he's going to do a point of damage, receive a point of damage. So he'll die, but he will.
Yeah, but he will deal with the porcupine.
Oh, sure,
let's go ahead and
absolutely.
put this out here.
You can also sacrifice the stoat to play the bullfrog, who has
Could do
2 health.
that.
Fresh horses. And now you're doing a juicy amount of damage on your last turn here. Which gives you a nice fat overkill bonus.
Why didn't I get overkill bonuses the first time?
I think you actually did. I think you just didn't call it out.
So if I just go to the safe while he's doing that shit, is he gonna actually flip out?
I want to find out.
Oh. Oh. Stink bug. Hello. What is this?
Aha, what indeed?
So these are cards in various arrangements. What am I supposed to do here?
I don't know. Take a poke. You can't fuck this up, so feel free to experiment.
Oh, I'm trying to get 5. Hello. Skink. Okay. Now we have the addition of flying shit.
And you happen to look what the skink sigil did. Because there's 3 of them in this configuration here.
How do I see that?
I do like the game master's just sort of watching you poke around his cabin.
He's disquietingly arbitrary. Yep, that configuration does 1 damage.
Okay, so... Why doesn't this do damage here?
Probably because of the skink sigil.
What does it do for me, Rutskarn? How do I find out?
Okay, I'll make this. So you could look through the book, or you could check your deck, but I'll make this slightly more convenient. The skink sigil plays a tail in the place of the skink when it is struck, and moves the skink over 1 to the right. So, because the 2 strikes the skink, it plays a skink tail there and moves the skink over 1 to the right, which would block the 3.
Okay, so if I don't hit it... There we go. Oh, there's more. If I empty all of this out on my next playthrough, am I going to be screwed and I won't be able to get any of this stuff?
No, not at all. These are permanent unlocks.
Okay.
You look back and the game master's like shuffling through your cards and stacking them in his favorable order.
Don't know how that worked exactly. Caged Wolf. What are these things?
Those are Bifurcated Strike, which you've unlocked those in the book. So again, I'll just speed read it for you. Bifurcated Strike attacks to the left and right, but not ahead. If there is no right or left, then it simply doesn't attack. There.
All right. Well, what about these?
Those are Porcupine Sigils.
Well, I can't move that one.
Hey.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well done. Now let's get back to it.
Rutskarn is dead and unhappy about that.
That poor Rutskarn.
Not best pleased.
Well, we gotta get Rutskarn in the deck. What is that symbol? That boss?
That is another totem battle. So it's a battle with just a totem that applies an effect to certain creature types.
Alright, well, let's see what that is.
So this time, instead of attack +1, it's health +2.
Uh-huh. You know...
8 health. Damn. That's a fucking workhorse right there. Don't put that in front of a bird.
So if we free all the friends, does the friendship happen?
Difficult to say.
Like a Mortal Kombat friendship?
Alright, so that coyote is going to be schmoovin, thanks to its sigil.
So will he attack here and then move directly over to the right?
I believe so, yeah.
Alright, well, let's just drop him here for now. We'll eat that first 3 damage, and then he'll kill the coyote.
And the nice thing is then by moving over 1, he blocks that porcupine from spawning in.
Yeah. More squirrels at this point.
A pretty interesting strategy that works in a variety of contexts is just to like fucking log jam your opponent so that they can't bring anything in.
God damn it. Well, we can't really do anything, so...
Nope. It's pretty much, yep. Oh, well, hey, now you got 2.
There we go. And we can now summon...
And the stink bug, if you play it in front of the porcupine, just makes it inert.
Well, does the porcupine damage count as being struck?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll hold off on summoning this thing then. Stink bug and the porcupine. Well, the stink bug's going to kill the porcupine and then die, and that'll leave us with a relatively open field, so.
Yep, and with 2 bones, you can now summon another 2. You summon your possum. You're gonna want to get that other card first.
Oh, I need to draw a card, right? I should get another big card or a squirrel. Probably a squirrel.
It's difficult to probably a squirrel, but it's difficult to resist the allure of just like
squirrel.
pulling a wolf and moving heaven and earth to bring it out, isn't it?
Well, he gives up.
Yeah.
What the fuck happens if I agree?
You just move on.
Or I could potentially do the overkill. On the other hand, if he flips out and decides
he does sometimes offer surrender when he shouldn't, so it's not always a bad idea to take it.
Alright, fuck it, we'll take it.
Honestly, just for the sake of the video, I would take it. In most contexts, it's rarely worth accepting.
Draw
surrender, to be
B.
honest. Yeah. Oh, that card's great. So I think the thing that so go ahead and pick the sacrifice.
It's another rune sacrifice thing, yeah.
So this okay. Now that you know how this works, this is how the game really kind of gets into the shit here. It's when you start pulling broken sigils from one card and sticking them on another card.
I could make Rutskarn immortally dead.
Could. The other thing is, alright, so bees. Bees are a 0-cost card that's flying and does 1 power and 1 health.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get that every time the card with the beehive sigil on it is struck.
Yeah,
so
we could take a really high health card and throw it out there, then bees will spawn.
Exactly.
So
you
beehive.
Bees on tap. And bees are as good as squirrels, or they do damage.
Rutskarn is a bee.
Do bees give us bones if they die?
They sure do.
Should they, though?
Oh, wait, it goes in addition to the sigil that's already there?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, shit.
See, now
So
we're
we just need
fucking
to summon
cooking, right?
Rutskarn. Porcupine and Coyote again.
It sort of gets to the point where this game becomes not so much about deck balance as it is about creating, like, accumulating the ingredients to produce monster cards. Cards that engage with the mechanics in kind of spiraling, emergent ways.
This feels like a game built around the way Josh broke crafting in Skyrim.
Honestly, it's very much an example of a game. I don't think there's many games like this that is built around the idea of creating a set of pretty solid mechanics that encourage you to find ways to just break them to absurd degrees. Like, this is a game with acknowledged infinite feedback loops. Like, infinite feedback loops that have dialogue associated with them.
Another squirrel.
Which you would think that that would diminish the kind of, like, the illicit rush of finding these broken builds, but on the contrary, it really doesn't.
I need to draw another one. Well,
So this cockroach
thing
is
this
as
thing
good as a
dies,
squirrel.
I will. Is it? Because like if it dies and another one is put in my hand, then I have to still sacrifice another 4 bones to get it up back out again, right?
No, yeah, absolutely. It's a 3-bone deficit.
Yeah. So.
But it gives you versatility, is what I mean. If you want to, like, pull and hope for a high-value card, it's kind of like a bit of an extra incentive there.
Yeah.
Or here we got the snake bug, which we could just use to jam something up.
Well, you could do that.
Yeah, it can just 86 that sparrow there. And that sparrow can't do anything but slowly die.
I need another squirrel here. Again?
Oh, he's very willing to surrender here. You've got him fucked over a barrel here.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, he's only got 1 space to even summon anything into. He's got his 2 porcupines, which are just going to keep doing not enough damage, and the wolf is out punching you, and you've got a card backlog. He's got no chance.
Alright, let's see what happens if I don't accept it this time.
Over? I mean, it's going to be over pretty soon.
Like, bring the cockroach out now.
You may as well, yeah, go for another damage dealing card.
There we go. Ah, we didn't overkill, but... Alright. Nope. Porcupine, coyote... I know what a wolf is! What's that?
That's... I don't know if it's worth getting into now.
What do you mean you don't know?
I mean, it means something, but it's not necessarily something that's going to be relevant here.
Right. I don't really want more bone monsters at this point. Porcupine or wolf? Leaning towards porcupine at this point.
Honestly, yeah, well, go ahead. I would have probably got wolf just because you've got enough cards that generate kind of free blood, quote unquote.
True. Well, let's see if we can beat the prospector now. Oh.
So your reward for Nah, no, the smoke is actually quite good. You'll get a chance to take a look at it here in a second. So the smoke here, it's free card, it has 1 health, and when it dies, it gives you 4 bones.
Oh, interesting.
Which you can sacrifice right away if you want to. It's basically a free squirrel, is how I usually end up using it. It's like a free squirrel that also lets you play something like a cockroach immediately.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Now
let's fuck up his mule.
Yeah.
Let's do a wolf on the left here.
And then you can support. You can block the coyote with your possum. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now remember, when you hit the second stage, everything you have on the board right now is a gun.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so yeah. The key of this battle is to keep enough cards in reserve that you can win just on the basis of what's in your hand when the turn happens.
Yeah. Do I want to bring something out to deal with that coyote or not?
I don't think it's
probably
worth drawing a squirrel.
I want to bring him out against the coyote. Oh, interesting. So more ants means more damage.
Yeah. Ant deck is based on hyper specialization. One quirk of ants is that because that feature of them is not actually a sigil in and of itself, it's just their power characteristic, you can't transfer it. So it actually is pretty... there's not a lot you can do besides really just specialize in ants.
Yeah. I could bring out a coyote. I don't know if I really want to. Wait, we've got... Oh, we're about to kill.
I would just get a card up there and pass on to the next turn. Squirrels, so you can have enough to start summoning stuff in.
Yeah.
Now, an interesting quirk here, of course, is that you're not actually going to be able to summon your 2 blood card because you've only got 1 space to even pull in a squirrel.
Yeah, that's right. That coyote will remove that problem next turn.
Yeah,
we could bring a coyote of our own out right here. What do we got for 2 blood? We got the river snapper, which is okay. Yeah, let's bring the coyote out. Oh, I gotta draw a card. Let's get something powerful here. Ant Queen. An ant is created. Okay, interesting. We don't really have
so the advantage of
stuff
that is
we can use to actually do anything right now, but...
Currently, since you've got 2 ant cards, the Ant Queen and that other ant, if you played both of them, they would be doing 2 damage each. But since you've got the Ant Queen, if you could find a way to play all those 2 ants plus the ant you'll get from the Ant Queen, each ant will do 3 damage.
Yeah.
Which I'm 100% sure you could do that.
Oh, draw a card. Alright, let's get another squirrel.
Couldn't hurt.
For sacrifice purposes. And we can bring out... Can't move there. Bring 1 squirrel here. We're gonna sacrifice that. Give us a worker ant. Sacrifice this. Give us a worker ant.
There you go.
Alright, there we go.
If only you'd done 1 fewer point there. You would have blasting him for 8 points of overkill there. You say, like, Josh, as a conservative guess, what would you guess is, like, a good amount of overkill in, like, a highly optimized deck?
I mean, 8 sounds pretty good. I imagine probably 10 plus would be your really optimized, like I'm really going for the overkill stuff.
It does vary, I will say. It depends on which mode you're playing and how deep you are, and just like what kind of deck you've got. It can go anywhere from like, okay, I've got a point or two of overkill, which is nice, to like, if I'm not getting 34 points of overkill, I just fuck that deck. Yeah, long elk, baby. Fuck yeah.
That's got to be a reference to Long Horse, right?
It's probably a reference to Long Horse. People generally agree that's true.
Dog.
So you got move the Uriuli, huh?
To look at that, but all right, well, whatever. We're at the end of time anyway here, so
fair enough.
I will say, in response to what I said at the beginning of the stream, this is a game that is a deck builder, and that's good. There are other games that are deck builders that don't need to be deck builders and are annoying. But I think this one does interesting stuff with the formula.
It helps that really like the maximum length of a run in this is like 30 minutes tops.
Yeah. We're in a swamp.
The wetlands.
Welcome to Florida, motherfuckers!
I will say, if you're considering trying this game, we have barely scratched the surface. There's just truly so much going on here.
Yeah.
I think we have. I don't even know if we've seen like 20% of the cards, for example.
I need to like steal a torch so I can illuminate this person. I don't know what's going on. Probably something to... I don't know what that is either. The clock has 3 hands. Alright.
The scary door.
Why was the Futurama remake so bad?
I never actually watched it. I heard it was bad, and I was just like, alright, it's been long enough that since I've seen Futurama that I don't even really remember, so I don't need to do this. Is that how we're going to end it? On a random comment about why Futurama's remake was bad?
Rutskarn said the scary door, and that's a Futurama reference. I don't know.
I think we might cut short of the scary door. I don't know.
Well, the way we're going right now, it's going to end up in the end of the episode somewhere.
Post-credit scene. Post-credit scene.
Come play... whatever the Inscryption, that's what this game is called. Come play Inscryption, and you too can experience the terrible reality that is the reboot of Futurama.
There we go.